What's up, Rockstars? Today I'm going to be going over what I'm backing, what I'm watching, and what I'm playing, along with a small update, mostly about this stuff. Thank you to my channel sponsor Into the AM. As a company that believes hard work and a great product is a proper way to conduct business, I am delighted to have them as part of the channel. They have some of the coolest graphic t-shirts around and an absolute best fit and feel that has continually exceeded my expectations. With new shirts arriving all the time and other products like boxers, hats, and even a monthly shirt club, I wholeheartedly recommend them to you. Check out the link in my description of this video for an exclusive 10% off everything they sell. As always, a quick shout out to my patrons and YouTube members. It is through their financial support that this channel is possible. If you have appreciated any of the videos I've done throughout the year, and if those have helped you in any way, you can give even $1 a month. There is a link down below. Thank you so much. If not, though, that's fine too. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, before I get into all this, you might hear a lot of background stuff. I'm doing this during the day, which is a dangerous thing. And in fact, my entire family is cleaning right now. And I said, I can't clean. I gotta film a video. We have another showing today at 6:30, so I'm trying to get this out because I have to tear down all of this stuff. I've been having to do that every single time, so I apologize if maybe the amount of videos I've done isn't as much. I think we had 2 different showings yesterday. We have one today. We actually had an offer in, so hopefully this will end soon. We will see. For now, though, we're preparing for that. So I apologize for any background noise in this video. Normally I try to do better in keeping that out. So I apologize for that. Now, with that, let's dive right in. What am I backing? Right now, I'm backing Harakiri Blades of Honor. Easy back for me. This is a really, really fun game. I had a lot of fun with it. I've shown it off in an unboxing. I've shown it off in a very detailed review. So if you want to know everything I think about this game, it's pretty much in that review, as well as like 20 minutes of just explaining how the game works, both phases. You should have a very good idea and a lot of knowledge in what is on offer here. And they've been doing a ton of stretch goals. They're doing quite well. It's over 600,000 right now, and almost 3,000 people pledged. And that's just 6 days to go. The last 48 hours, I suspect, are going to be high. They have the best Knicks I've ever seen, maybe because it's on a wolf and I love wolves, but there's a ton of other stuff here. You guys can look at it. There's a lot. So anyway, plenty of stuff there, but definitely backing that. Easy. I'm going to keep it. There's pretty much no doubt in my mind. Next, we have the Templar objective markers for Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar. I'm going to the 40k one. I managed to nag an early bird that was actually left out because it was limited by quantity, and there was like 46 out of 50 at the time. So I was like, whoop, whoop, there we go. $20 for these really nice looking objective markers. Easily done. I can do that. And hopefully they, I don't know if they'll make me play better, but at least know I'm losing easier now, perhaps. It should help with like setup and measurements and stuff like that. So, and they look nice. Next up we have Borderlands Mr. Torgue's Arena. And this, I really wanted to show this because while it's almost at 1 million, I'm actually going to cancel my pledge. So let's go ahead and cancel it. I want to cancel it live even, which I'm sure they don't appreciate. I don't expect to get any support for them for my fundraiser next year, which is fine. This has been okay. So they're almost at 1 million funded. They have 7,000 backers. They are doing very well, and I'm just not seeing it. So for instance, right? They've been doing PDF stretch goals. So they're adding scenarios, but through PDF. So you have to either print them out yourself if you are one of those people with a printer, or you have to look at it digitally. So that people are like, dude, can you print the scenarios for your game that we're playing? And they're like, yeah, sure. How about $10? So, you get a printed version for $10 extra. And I'm constantly seeing stuff like that. They have so many add-ons with what my opinion is so poor of value. And then they also do this stuff too, this 80 doubles. These hexes are meaningless. As far as I can tell, there's no terrain difference. There's no change like that. It's just generic art, and they have every single hex different. Instead of being smart and putting like groups of hexes together, like this is a hex that's T-shaped, and this is a hex that's a corner, and this is like, a whole bunch of hexes on it, so they're bigger pieces, so I don't have to set up 80 hexes to play the freaking game. This is going to be like a 2-hour setup as I find the hex, especially if they offer, in fact, I hope they don't have terrain, because if I have to find specific hexes in there, that's too much. Those should be grouped. That just seems so lackluster. And then, of course, there's the repeated sculpts that they're doing, and it's just a mess. They have they have some objective, like this is $30 for 1, 2, 3 sculpts. Now they put 1 here and then 3 here, so it looks a little different, just like they like alternate the position of the other ones. But it's 3 sculpts. Game cards. How many? I don't know. Just some game cards. And some bounty scenarios. How many scenarios? I don't know. Maybe you'll have to go look or whatever. It just says bounty scenarios and all cards you need to play. Whatever the heck that is, give us $30 for it. No. $30? That's ridiculous. There are games later that I'm back for this. I'm sorry. I'll go quicker on the other ones, but I wanted to explain why I publicly got rid of this pledge. It's just so lackluster. It's look at this. $30 for objective markers. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miniatures there. $30. No, that's not a good deal. I'm not saying, look, you can get your tires and barrels for another $30 if you want some tires and barrels. First of all, I have a 3D printer that could print out stuff better than this. Second of all, no, I'm not paying $30 for that add-on. That's ridiculous. That, and they didn't send out any review copies. They only sent it out to learn to play so we could learn how to play the game. But otherwise, there are no reviews out for this junk. They're not posting any. They're not sharing any. They are riding so hard on the IP and for people to just back it because it says Borderlands, which is exactly what I did. But now I'm canceling it because then I actually looked at what's on offer and I find it very poor. It's ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous that they want this. Let me see if I can find that PDF thing. Learn all about campaigns. I don't want to do that. You would have to set up every single one of these hexes. Dear God, no. I don't play Joan of Arc because of that issue. Why would I play Borderlands because of this issue? No, that's terrible. Yeah, $10. Look at that. You get all of the campaigns printed scenarios for your game. Yeah? Because the $1 million campaign isn't enough. Your pledge of $135, it does not warrant them printing out the scenarios. What a joke. Okay, moving on. Okay, what am I watching? Okay, so I'm watching Mindbug because that $30 that I could get 6 objective markers for or some tires for, I can get the entire all-in game for this. This gives me everything. $29 and I have everything Mindbug has to offer for a slick, kind of distilled down to its core goodness looking game. Like I need to dive into it more, so I'm watching it. I mean, I have 3 days still, so I will get the final 48 and then I'll look into it and kind of decide there. So next video, you should know if I got Mindbug or not. But $30 is pretty typically my limit for a card game. At least in this one, I suspect I can find a card count because Borderlands won't even tell me how many cards I'm getting. But at least this one I'll get to know, so that's good. So yeah, watching that for sure. Ancient Blood, I've been keen on. I actually have a copy of this. You'll be seeing that in my what I'm playing section just a little bit, so spoiler alert there, but I will have a review for it. I already have an unboxing and very interested in this. I still have 6 days to get it done, so between all the showing and the regular work and this work, and I will find some time. I'll play it several times, and I'll let you guys know what I think once I do. So exciting to dive into that, and definitely watching it. It looks thematically interesting to me, and I really liked how Dark Rituals looked, and from what I played of Dark Rituals, I enjoyed that. I backed Neomorphosis. I'm interested in Ancient Blood. Moving on from that, I'm also watching Total War Rome. I'm backing off of this a little bit. The more I found out about it, the more I didn't like what I was hearing, but I'm still kind of watching, still seeing it. It really depends on the price. That being said, they've announced I swear, they have 16 expansions coming out, but it's mostly card combat. So you just roll off to see who wins is the fast one over the map. And then if you want the detailed, what you play Total War from the series is the detailed, my pikemen are here and your archers are here and your whatever are here. And, you're doing the strategy stuff. It's just all cards. There's no minis or anything like that. And maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. It depends a lot on the art and the gameplay. I will see. I still am interested because I do like the IP and I like the idea of a lot of strategy, both on a big map mode and then on a kind of distilled army fighting mode. But that's also a paid expansion. You're not going to get that detailed fighting mode that Total War is known for. You're just getting the map mode, like a Witcher or a Skyrim or one half of Harakiri. And anytime I can describe a whole game offering as one half of another game, I'm a little bit less cautious. So we will see, but I am watching it. We'll find out. Me and 11,500 other people will find out, I guess. Next up, I'm also looking at the Heresy Lab 28mm female heads and helmets conversion bits of 130 plus. Now, why am I looking at that? I don't have a lot of time to go because I'm getting my daughter some fighting nuns and 40K for a Christmas gift. And she might be interested in getting some custom heads. I need to ask my wife. Some of them, I think, look dumb. Like, this looks stupid. This looks stupid. This looks nice though. That might look okay. This one looks okay. So I think like some of these match a lot more. And I need to see what the total 130 is. I think it's just iteration. So I need to kind of find out. But a lot of these I think are good. And if nothing else, it's not what I like. It's what she likes. So I might have to kind of judge I don't know. I don't know how to. I'll ask my wife. Maybe we'll debate about it if she'll like this or not. Because I can totally print her off some heads. She can put them on her people, and maybe that'll be kind of cool. So definitely looking into that. And the price, you had 10 STLs for like $6. So maybe I just pick 10 out, and maybe that's all I need. So yeah, it's not too bad. Anyway, moving on from that, what am I playing? Well, we just played Resident Evil again. You know, sometimes I tell you guys I will play a game after I review it, and every single time I mean it. I also want to play the game more than after I review it. It doesn't always happen. I get busy. I think we all do. I think we all wish we played more games, or at least most of us do. But Resident Evil was requested again. We did play it again. We had a blast again. This is now like, I don't even know how many times I've played the single mission outside of a campaign. And every time I walk away with a different experience. And every time I think, how much more impactful would this have been if it was a campaign? If our character that was going to almost die going on a mission did die. Or that we didn't save them, or that we did save them, or that, like in the last one, we were running short on time, we had to go somewhere, and so we had the key to unlock the door to finish the quest, but then we had to decide, okay, do we go and get other items, or do we just go and quickly, leave? And so we just quickly left. But in the campaign, you have to really, okay, so we might get more hurt, we might lose some gun resources, but we might gain some items too. We see the items right there. Is it worth it? And you have that push-pull. It's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited for it. The only bummer I have on this is that it's March 2023 to get it. I hate that they're honest about that. I wish they would lie to me and say it's going to be in 2022, but aren't we all like that when it comes down to it? Alright, next up I have Madara, Unintentional Malum, the complete trilogy, Act 1. I actually went in storage and grabbed this out. I have 2 weeks off around Christmas time that I will be diving into that rulebook of it and playing it, and I'll let you guys know about it. I will review Madara for you guys, especially so that you can go more informed into the Act 2, Act 3. I suspect the stuff like that will be available on their web store or PM, whatever. They'll make it available, stuff like that. So definitely interested in sharing my thoughts on that, and I've been keen to play it because it looks like an awesome character creator mode, and the story and stuff like that, and it has a lot going for it that I really, really like, and I love a good dungeon crawl too. So, yeah, I grabbed that. All right, next up is Claustrophobia 1643. I went and grabbed this out of storage too. We played this a couple times, about a good handful of times after the review, and then we just kind of stopped. I was painting the miniatures, and so I did all the troglodytes and stuff like that, some of the demons, and it just never got to the table again. Other stuff came up. You guys know how it is. But I grabbed this out of storage again. I know my son will enjoy playing this with me, if nothing else. So even if it's just a 2-player game, we will have fun with that for sure. But I always like a versus game that's not necessarily a skirmish, right? And that's not what this is. So yeah, we'll be playing this over the break as well. And we'll see what comes next, I suppose. But that's it, guys. That's kind of what I'm backing, what I'm watching, and what I'm playing. Where do we line up? Where are you guys at? Are you guys going through your backlog of games like I am with Madara and Claustrophobia and getting some more time in with them, even Resident Evil? Or perhaps you're just got new stuff in? I would love to hear what's going on with you guys. And with that, I want to go and let you guys go. I need to go help clean for a showing, so that's what I'll be doing. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye, guys.